Hi guys, well here I am again doing yet another video blog. I decided to kind of introduce myself a bit more in this one. I'm only a recent addition to the video blogging community of YouTube, but yeah, I, like so many others out there, watched a couple of video blogs of some of the more famous people, like the Wine Cone and Emelina and Bowie Chick and all that. Yeah, and it just looked pretty cool. It looked fun. I've been blogging for about 5 years. I've got my own website, and I guess this was just a natural progression, I suppose. The way of the future of the internet, perhaps. That's my reason for video blogging. Well, as I mentioned in a previous video blog, I'm from Australia, Sydney, and I'm currently living in London. I've only been here about a year, just over a year now. Someone mentioned, one of the comments said that I sounded kind of pommy, and then another person said I sounded really Aussie. I don't know, I get this quite a lot actually. My boyfriend seems to think I sound totally Aussie, but then I meet other British people who actually can't even tell I'm from Australia and think I just sound English. So yeah, maybe you guys can tell me, what kind of accent do I have? Is it pommy, is it English, is it Australian? I don't know, I think it has a mind of its own sometimes. It depends who I'm talking to. Nobody ever told. Why did I come over to London? A few reasons, I guess. I just decided that while I was still young and single at the time, just give this opportunity a go, while I still could. Just take the chance to see the world. To experience living and working in a different country, in a different city. And London was I guess, ideal choice because I was actually born here, so I have a British passport as well as an Australian passport, so it's very handy. It means I can find work pretty easily. I can work throughout Europe and travel throughout Europe without a problem, and that's been something that's been really, really cool. I've had the chance to visit Italy, Paris, Frankfurt, Amsterdam and Brussels. So yeah, I'm hoping to add to that list of travel destinations. There are so many places in Europe that I'd love to go to. It's been quite interesting living in London this past year. It's actually the first time I've ever moved out of home. I'm one of those typical Asians that live with your parents until you get married kind of thing. It's been quite an experience. I've learnt a lot about looking after yourself, paying the bills, paying the rent, flat hunting, just everything. It's been quite difficult at times, and I felt pretty low. Yeah, London's been very cool. I've met a lot of people here, including my current boyfriend actually. It's quite different from Sydney. The lifestyle, it's a lot more fast-paced than Sydney. Sydney's quite laid back. Maybe it's the whole beach culture thing. I think working in London is more difficult than working in Sydney. The whole work culture here, it's more demanding. The hours are generally longer. Yeah, the lifestyle is a bit harder. It's more fast-paced. It's a bigger city, all that kind of stuff. Because of that, I think it's more exciting. There's a lot more going on. You can find practically everything in this city. So enough advertising London. I'm not really here to sell it to you guys. I mean, there have been some down points about coming over here. I still really miss home. I still miss Sydney. I still call Australia home, to make it really cheesy. I miss my friends and my family, my cat. It's hard being away from the place you grew up. The security of your social circle, your network of friends, the circle of your family, everything like that. I'm not really an adventurous type. Coming over here would have been the last thing on my mind just a year or two ago, but things change, and I think the experience has been good for me. Okay, well, I hope I'm not boring you guys too much by rambling on about myself. guess there'd be two hobbies that I'm most interested in, that I like to do in my spare time, and that would be music, for one, and dancing. Music has been something that's been a part of my life since I was a little girl. I play the piano. I started playing when I was about 6 years old. Being in an Asian family, typically your parents want you to either learn the violin or learn the piano, and for me it was the piano. But I'm actually quite grateful. As much as I hated playing the piano and practicing every day when I was a little girl, I think it's been a very useful thing to learn. I don't really like playing classical piano very much, but something that I discovered when I was in uni was jazz, and that's been absolutely awesome. Learning how to play jazz, playing contemporary music, playing in a band, that's just been really, really fun. I've played a few gigs, like album launches and friends' weddings and birthdays and things like that. Nothing major, nothing big, but just being able to play and express yourself through music is really cool. But unfortunately, since I've come over to London, I haven't been able to play piano because I don't have a piano, and I have a keyboard back home, but it's way too big to bring over. It's about 30 kilos, and it's like a full, huge mother of a keyboard. That's kind of sucked, not being able to play piano, and I'm a little bit worried about losing the skills that I've practiced so hard at. I know, with anything, in order to keep your skills up, you need to practice. And maybe one day I'll do a piano course over here just to brush up on things and keep playing, really. But one thing I have been able to do over here, which is my second hobby, is dancing. It's a bit of a more recent discovery for me. I've only been dancing for about 5 years. I guess I kind of fell in love with it from the moment I started. I started with jazz at the Sydney Dance Company in Sydney, and I started just going to beginners jazz classes. But after the first few weeks, I decided to try an intermediate class. My friend was going, it'll be easy, don't worry about it, whatever. So I just thought, I can do it, and I couldn't. I was totally uncoordinated. I had no idea what I was doing, and I probably looked like a complete idiot. But I just kept going, and I picked up the technical aspects of dancing, things like turns and jumps and chasses. I guess it's just the combination of expressing yourself through movement to music is, it just works for me. Music is something that I really love, and it's just natural to want to dance when you hear music. And in the past couple of years, I've gotten more into hip hop, and I think I enjoy that a lot more than jazz now. It's more free. The style is more personal. It's less rigid, and it's just a lot more fun, I think. Not to mention the music's pretty cool as well. I kind of find jazz just a little bit boring now after doing a lot of hip hop. So I don't know. You've seen a couple of clips of me dancing, and I know I'm not fantastic. I know I couldn't make a living out of it, as nice as that sounds. But if I could get the chance to perform, that'd be really cool. So maybe one day. Anyways, I've got a special treat for you kiddies. Now, you may have seen these two starring in a certain someone's video blogs and movie reviews, but here are Moggy and Poppy.
Move like cagey tigers.
that now. I think I've embarrassed myself enough. But they're really cute and they're really cuddly. So anyway, it's really quite warm today. It's quite lovely actually. It's, yeah, I think 25 degrees today. The weather outside is sunny, blue skies. I'm actually wearing a skirt.
I got a sick reputation for handling blows. All I need is me a few seconds and more, and it's a wrap.
Anyway, yeah, so I guess that's all from me for now. Okay.
Throw all the dirt you want, no use. Still won't have a pen up in a fabulous room. Bone her back, picking out a